All right. Hello, everyone, on this hot Wednesday. I'm ABC 10 meteorologist Monica Woods. This is three moms and a dad. And of course, every week we talk about a new topic. And with the heat, this is going to be a fun one for today. First, let's get you started by introducing all of us. I just said my name is Monica Woods. I am married with 3 kids, and they range from all age ranges. By the way, it is crazy right now. I'm calling this June-cember with
I know.
Because we've got
I agree.
High schooler, thank goodness that is not graduating.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you for not graduating this year. And then my 8th grader who's graduating, 6th grader who's graduating. I'm like, am I getting you on the right bus for the right field
photo,
trip?
Monica.
Oh my goodness.
Were you guys camping there? Where were you?
I was actually at a wedding in Alabama during that camping trip, but yeah.
Is that Walt in the plaid in the back?
Could be.
Yeah.
Or
That
just
looks
some
like Walt
random
in the
guy.
middle, your son.
That's vacation mode.
Yeah, right.
All right.
We let it
And
go.
Brittany.
Well, I have a 12-year-old. His name is Mr. Chance. He is currently upset with me for naming him Chance until Chance the Rapper came about, and now I have street cred.
Now
but
you're
I'm going
cool, mommy.
through, puberty and being a cool mom. He used to spend every minute with me. Now I have to pay him to spend time with me.
Really? What's the going rate?
It's between 5 and 20, depending on how desperate I am.
Oh my God, that's a lot of money.
That stage will not last forever. He'll come back to you and be like,
Thank
Mom,
you.
I'm about to get married. What do I need to know? No, it
Right.
don't happen much sooner than that. There's always that age, you know.
That is a good
Better
point.
come back.
What about you?
Okay, Rob
data?
Carlmark. Yeah,
Yeah, he
I'm
is.
a weather guy here. I'm also a dad of 3 kids now. Oh my gosh.
We love it.
So I've got Lakin, I've got Maverick, and then the little one who obviously can't sit up. His name is Nash. Fun fact, shortly after this photo, we all got sick with a late cold, and we're just recovering. So it's been a little rough at the house, but I'm really looking forward to this show and what we're going to talk about because we're getting ready to move into summer mode here. That means everyone's in the house all day long, so we need some ideas, and we're going to talk about it on the show. And then, of course, we've got Tracy over here. Tracy?
Yeah, so Tracy Humphrey. I'm also a meteorologist here. You know, it's funny. All 3 of us actually
3 and a
forecast.
half.
4 of us forecast weather, right?
Yep.
Meteorologist in training.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting? So I have a daughter. I'm a single mom. My daughter's name is Julian. She is 6 years old. She is a handful. Yesterday, I'm picking her up from school, and the teacher leans in. Someone had a bit of a rough day today.
Oh, no, why?
Jewel.
And I said, what is going on up at that school?
Oh, my
And
God.
so I turned it to my mom. I went all the way back to Alabama. And I was like, she's like, but mommy, what happened? I was like, I don't want
She
to hear
did not.
nobody call your name at the school. You hear me? And so she's like, okay. And so she was kind of a little time out, but after that, we're okay
What
today.
happened?
Well,
Maybe we should air those.
she
go
threw
into
up
the
markers in Spanish class. She wasn't supposed to, so she had to sit out Spanish and then sit out music.
Ooh, that's a lot.
It was a lot.
You know what, though? And that kind of leans into our topic. We're at the end of the school year. Everybody's like anxious to get out. We're
Yeah.
excited about summer vacation. But as parents, we're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with the kids once it's summer vacation? And there's all sorts of things to do, but also there's family vacations and everything just kind of ramps up, it seems like, towards the end of the year and getting into summer vacation. And the whole schedule changes.
It does.
So we posted this just a little bit ago on Facebook, and I know we've got some comments on what other people are doing.
Yes, because we all need inspiration. My son's been out for like 2 weeks.
wow.
Kathy says you need to take a camping trip to Pinecrest Lake. They have the best boats and bikes for fishing, hiking, swimming. You're going to have a wonderful time. Not to mention, you can end the night with s'mores and a campfire. I added the s'mores part, just
I
FYI.
haven't been there.
So
Oh,
this
it's
is up
beautiful.
108. So you go to
Yeah.
Sonora, then you just head up the hill. I went up there when there was this crazy powder day, and all the
Really?
roads were closed. So we ended up at Dodge Ridge, which is amazing. So you go past Pinecrest.
Yeah.
But here's the crazy thing: it's been on my radar for a while because they have a movie theater there. It's,
what?
it's outdoor
So?
movie. Yeah, exactly. So
Like
they
the
have,
drive-in?
No, it's like a camping thing, but
Okay,
they show
yeah.
it's not like old movies. It's
Yeah.
current movies of the summer outdoors. But then you have to do it when the sun is down. My kid's not staying up till 10:30 at night, so I will be there in a few years, just not now. But it seems like an awesome place.
All right.
That
So
was a
other
good one.
comments that folks are chiming in on.
Okay, Joelle says her daughter is going to quote unquote Camp Dad this summer. They're going to go ahead and go to a museum, play some golf. They have a lot going on, flying kites, crafts outside.
Can Jules go?
Screen time, I know, yeah. So gumballs exchange for screen time, so they're really monitoring that. And take a look at this meme. I don't know if you feel the same way, but this meme says, kids, on the first day of summer break, yes, it's summer break. I'm free.
No, the parents are saying that. Everybody will sleep late. I don't have to pack lunches. We'll do fun stuff.
Well,
the bottom one is the second day of summer break.
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
Well,
That's pretty much how it goes.
And my story is the kids, but it makes more sense for the parents to say that.
Yeah, that's really kind of a sentiment for all parents, I think. And we're getting some Facebook comments. Thank you so much for joining in. We heard from Fran that's saying also watch the kids and watch out for kids because there's a lot more
all over the
activity
place.
on the streets, riding bikes, skateboards, scooters, all that kind of stuff. So thank you for weighing in. All right, and then Rob, you've got some fun things with your family of 5.
Oh gosh. So, okay, we should just put 3 moms and a dad who's cheap. Because I will mention this all the time.
Frugal.
Yeah, frugal. I like frugal.
Yeah.
But, so my whole world revolves around the first couple things which can be cheap. You know, just a simple plastic pool. I'm telling you with little ones, because if they can't swim, you're good to go. The couple inches of water is all the little ones need. Put them next to water, and they're going to entertain themselves for an hour or two. It's cool, it's cheap, it's easy. A cheap plastic pool from like Big 5, I'm telling you, it goes a long way.
And for the dogs.
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
Yeah, and remember, if you've got a dog, get the hard plastic one, not the blow-up one, because the dog...
the nails.
You're right, exactly. It's going to be trash in 5 minutes. The train museum is always, I think, is underrated in my opinion, because from the outside it just looks like a building, and then you go in there and you go, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I know it's in Sacramento, but really it's regional. It's not too far from Stockton or from Folsom or some of these other places. Free air conditioning. There's a train, Thomas the Tank Engine play area up top.
Cool.
That's usually when the kids have the most fun and the parents are the most checked out. The 1,000-yard stare that they've been spending all day in the summer with their kids. And then the final one, any little thing that you can do to just get out of town. It doesn't have to be far.
Change the pace.
Right. Some of the great ideas that I've heard from you and Walt, just camping, 5-10 minutes away.
Oh, right.
West Sacramento. Anything that gets you out of the house is just a whole different world for a kid because we see the world through adults' eyes. But kids, if you go to a place that they've never been before, I mean, it doesn't have to be Florida. It can be West Sac if they've never been there. It really the world can be small and just as exciting.
Sometimes we overthink it. Okay, we've got this food here, and let me tell you, Tracy is a master at combining things that are healthy and trying to sneak them in for the kids and everything. You're going to be making smoothies. I know you're going to talk about something, but can we talk about this food up here?
Yeah, we're going to talk about what I have going on up here. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that when I had a daughter, I was like, how do I get her to eat good things and have them taste good? So here's what I did. I kind of pre-made a couple of things. So I already made one. So I put in it, just so you can guys see, I put in some spinach.
Okay.
Nice.
I also put in, I had blueberries, I had mangoes.
Yep.
I added in pollen, because pollen is good for immunity and is also good for allergies. I added in hemp seeds for this one, because it's just good for protein. They want energy. And I also added in some golden flaxseed. I added that as well. And then I added in a date. So the thing about the dates is you have to make sure that you take the pit out. So I pre-made these.
So she made it in the Vitamix.
I just busted a tooth. What's up with this smoothie?
I know, Vitamix.
So pass it around.
And Tracy gave me a great tip too, because I said, I've been meaning to get one of those, but they're so expensive. Where did you say you could get a great deal on them?
Costco really has a really good deal on them.
How much?
And
she said Costco.
Say a little money?
well, you want
As soon as I said it,
you want to shop around. So here's what I did. For the liquid, I added in hemp milk, which I think makes it just a little sweet. It's it's unsweetened vanilla.
Okay.
And then I added in a little coconut water for hydration. So now you guys taste it and you tell me what you think.
Well, I'll start.
Yeah.
Last thing I made
Honest taste tester.
No, it tastes good. It tastes healthy and fun, right?
Do you taste
That
the
is
hemp?
good.
It's a little.
Yeah, you can taste the hemp, but I like that stuff. And one thing that you told us, as far as with the kids, you don't want to dive in all at once.
Yeah,
with,
so when
we're going to eat
I
spinach
agree.
and carrots and put it all into this mix.
When I first started
I'm gonna
making
eat
it, Jules didn't think it was sweet enough.
Yeah.
So I had to back up and put more fruit in. Now I kind of like started taking the fruit out and I started adding more greens, and she will drink it. But it took a while.
Right.
I couldn't get her there first.
Right. You know what? I suggest, I'm just looking at all this. I would, at my house, I would do this, but I would make it around the corner so they don't see all the ingredients. Because here's the thing, they may like it, but if they don't, kids, if they don't know what it is, they don't like it immediately.
That's
So
true.
you have to be like, here's the smoothie.
Right?
What's in it? Here's the smoothie.
Yeah.
You don't need to
Don't
worry about
ask.
that. I'll worry about what's in it.
Exactly.
And some of these really healthy things, it looks like you really can sneak them in.
Sneak them in, right? So what the spinach I try to do first, and I always say, don't you taste the blueberries? See how it's purple.
Oh,
There's
right.
a lot of blueberries.
Look at
And
the
then
color.
Rob
Good
told me
point.
I could actually freeze this and make it popsicles.
I
Right.
love
So
it.
just take the same smoothie and freeze it. So
This is what we have.
Yeah.
My wife will make smoothies in the morning. Anything extra she throws in there because, look, kids are smart.
right.
They're not that smart.
Well-
If it's cold and it's coming out of a colorful thing
They're
that looks like a popsicle, they want it. I mean, you could have sugar water. They're going to want it. So
That's
if
true.
it's healthy left
Right.
over, if it comes out of the freezer, then all of a sudden it's this brand new exciting thing. Even though they had that same thing in the morning, they don't know it helps them and it helps out parents. That's really the whole point.
So
Well,
any-
Anthony,
yeah.
I was
What
just
did
going to
Anthony
ask
say?
real quick because Anthony had a great idea. First of all, scavenger hunt at the state capitol for something for the kids
Oh, I
to
like
do. And
that.
then he said, make a business for the kids. They could
Yes.
be selling these popsicles,
Oh, you
know,
got
those
that
little...
for the amount of money I put in this. Yeah, we could totally be selling this.
I know. Okay, so you've got some great ideas too. How to stay
I do.
cool. and
How
a
to
place
stay cool.
go.
But I just want to tease you guys, you mom and dads that are out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the kitty smoothie. At the end of our segment, I'm
Oh.
doing a mommy and daddy smoothie.
I forgot that
And
was a
that
kitty.
smoothie is going to have a lot
Alcohol?
of good, no alcohol, but a lot of good adaptogenic herbs. And it
Okay.
is just, so when your kid comes in the house yelling, tracking in water from the pool, you're like, yeah, I'm good. So I got an I'm good smoothie
Yeah.
coming up. So stick
Okay.
around for that one. So here's a couple of things that Jules and I are doing. And one of them has to do with the Placer County Library. I love the library. First off, it's free. They always have different arts and crafts every week that we go. I sit her down at the table. She does arts and crafts. They have all the materials there. And then I can go get mommy time. I look at magazines. Sometimes I'm reading books. On Saturdays, they have Science Saturday. It's for school-age kids. They have hands-on science and math experiments. They have a puppet art theater that's all ages. They have a cast of characters, storytelling, Legos. Who doesn't like Legos unless you step on one barefoot?
Yeah.
So they have Legos. You can build to a theme. And then last but not least, they have Cupcake Wars. Now that's for kids 10 to 18. They test your skills on who is the best cupcake decorator. So that could be more so for maybe your kids, Monica. Your kid's a little older. And so all of this is great because sometimes you just don't want to spend money. And I want to be cool. I want to be air conditioned. But I want to find cool stuff, and then sometimes she finds playmates at the same time because
Yeah.
other kids are there around the same age.
And the libraries apparently are really starting to see some growth. You know, the millennials are targeted for killing everything, except they are going to the library more. So
Yeah.
paying for those services, you know, actually pays off in the long run.
Yeah.
We're seeing more and more people go to the library. So
You know,
right on.
a while back, they discovered that library can be so much more than just books. And so now
Yeah,
it's more of a
right.
community
Yeah.
center. It's a
Audio.
place for even adults.
got it.
If you're still going to school, you can study there. There's activities. I just showed Monica this. You can go to the library in Sacramento County and you can borrow something to monitor your power usage.
Oh,
and take
I
it
like
back.
that.
So
Right.
physical things that will
Yes.
help you will be free. So there's lots of things going on there. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Well, that's actually one of the Facebook friend Craig says, don't forget to ride bikes. It's a great way to exercise and have fun.
Love it.
Very
Plus,
good.
even if your kids are older, you have to remind yourself to get down on the floor and play with them or
Yeah.
get on the bike.
Okay, so
right?
when last time you been on a
I love
bike?
that.
Because I got on a bike not too long ago and it hurt. I had not been
well,
on one in a while.
Steve, you may be able to see my
what
scar
happened? Did you
still.
fall?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
awful.
here you could kind of see
What
that
happened,
right there.
Monica?
Well, okay, so if you're going out and riding bikes, just watch out for the light rail tracks because
Oh.
those bike tires will spin you across 7th Street
Oh, my God.
in
Really?
downtown Sacramento. Yeah, and then I went into a bank. I had to do some business there. They probably thought I was robbing the place. I'm like,
What
I'm
is going on
so
with this
sorry.
lady?
I just got in a bike accident, but I do need to do some business here. Do you have a Band-Aid?
Seriously.
Right?
All right, so, and do you have another Facebook comment, or can
Yeah,
we
I
move
do.
on
I
to
have
your...
one. Well, yeah, we'll go into this and it goes right into my subject.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so Terry says, her pediatrician always says, don't sweat the small stuff. Kids will likely get bored and then they'll want to do stuff. And she's saying that because this is my situation. My son's been out for a couple weeks,
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 weeks, and he's not doing anything. I was like, do you want to go to camp? Do you want to try this, that, and the other? And he's
Right.
like, no, I just want to stay home. And I thought, oh my gosh, is my son depressed? That was a question I asked because it is good to have a conversation of teenagers, preteens can be
Right.
Yes,
depressed.
yes.
Yep.
So there's actually a thing called summertime depression.
Really?
So yes, and some things that can contribute to it. If you get too much sunlight, I read that could be an issue. But
exhaustion,
exhaustion, financial stress of maybe like I don't want to ask mom to go to
yeah.
this camp because she already works hard for
the
money.
pressure.
Body image. Some kids they don't want to go out in a bathing suit.
Right.
They
Or
don't want to
shorts.
bike. Yes.
That's
Right.
a tricky part, especially when you start developing or not developing.
Yes.
You know, and then the scrutiny from all your friends and everything's posted these days. And, full disclosure, when I was younger, I would stuff my bra.
So, probably a lot of people.
Yeah,
do,
I totally did because I wanted
totally.
to.
I've heard.
I'm sorry.
Hey, no, keep going.
No, I was trying to fit in. So
Oh my God! Hey, before we run out of time, Tracy, can you start making that adult smoothie?
totally
Okay.
Smoothie.
On that note, we're gonna try to quiet her down for a moment. We just just kidding.
It's something that she had on there that I thought was really key. I think probably the hardest part of summer is that whole schedule thing.
Yes.
Right.
Everyone likes to say to simplify your life and to make improvements, especially with kids, get them on a schedule. But the problem is that summer is wide open.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things, I mean, even as adults, if everything is possible, then nothing is possible. One of those things. If you can do anything you want, you usually end up being overwhelmed and not doing anything.
Right.
So just pick your small little thing, start there, it'll lead to something else.
That's like even with me in my routine every morning. Wake up at the same time, take the same
Right.
route, and
Right.
if anything goes wrong, Robert will tell you. I'll get in an attitude like,
Right.
Well, I love when my kids, especially when they were young, trying to find things for them to do, the camps, and where can you go as a resource to find what camps are available, because there's a lot of things we've all been talking about that we didn't know. There's a great site right now that is just streamlined everything. It's called Simple Summers, and here's how the process goes. You just log on, you type in Simple Summers, and hopefully we're going to show how that whole process
there it
works.
is.
Now you can see, you can scroll down, kind of see what camps are featured. Then you do a search word. Hey, I want a camp that involves swimming. It then lists everything that is available for swimming. You can even put in your price range, the age of your kids, and your location, and it will narrow it down for you. So this is a great one-stop shopping to get that done and find something that is affordable for you, for the kiddos.
That is so good, because usually when we're doing this, it's last minute. We don't have a lot of time. We don't want to be overwhelmed. So that's a way to narrow it down.
Right.
Really quick, a couple quick comments. I want to say hi to Kimberly, to Kelly.
Hi.
Some friends of mine checking in. Anthony, we see you all the time.
Dr. Anthony. Yep.
We appreciate you checking in. Lauren, Disneyland a week in Santa Cruz, and then lots of swimming. So some really awesome ideas.
And there's a lot of new facilities as well. Elk Grove has a new facility, a new public pool, and then also Esparto just got one as well. Some of those communities that had been underserved, I know Elk Grove, it just hadn't been underserved. It just has so many people, so they needed another facility. Okay, so
Here we
we're
go.
gonna
What's
see
going on?
what's going on here.
At some point, this became an adult smoothie. So I want to know how that happened.
Okay, so here's what I did. I read about this one, so I tried to add different things that I liked. So the first thing I added was anandamide, and so this one has
What?
The
Wait,
who and the
wait.
who?
I know, right?
Slow down.
So
Whoa,
let me
what?
slow down. It's called anandamide. It has raw cacao, which is really good for energy and just for kind of changing your mood. It has ashwagandha, which is great for women. I'm kind of perimenopause. I'm mid-40s. So sometimes your hormones are kind of all over the place. It just kind of levels you out. It also has in it reishi mushroom, which is also good for you. It has, can you read that, Rob? You're younger than me.
Okay, and we want to make sure that we get to the end of this to make sure we see the finished
So
product.
I have the cordyceps, which is good for stamina.
Ooh,
I have
nice.
lion's mane, which is good for cognition and for memory, for brain fog.
I like that in my coffee.
Lion's Mane.
Right?
Yeah.
I have mucuna purans, that is dopamine. So that is good for just being in a good mood, right? I want to be good.
Yeah,
and
me too.
last but not least, I have collagen. Collagen is good for we want to age well.
Yes.
And
yes.
so I added
Plump
all
us
that.
up.
I added the date because I wanted to be a little sweet. And then I even gave you guys some of my manuka honey.
What's that?
Which is really good for immunity. So this is good if you're sick, you got a sore throat, all of that. So I threw that in there, and I like hemp milk.
That's the honey you keep just a little out of reach.
Yes.
Jules cannot just go in and get that. We got regular honey and then we got that honey.
Are you using the stuff that one time at work you gave me a little bit of this little tea stuff, and I was
I'm
working
not a
my
pusher.
package.
What you talking
and I was
about?
like, I don't think I can drive home. Like, I think I'm
She was
drunk.
good. Yeah, she
Is
was
that the
good.
stuff you're talking about?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
and then
yeah,
this
it
is
makes me
also
feel
has
good.
my homemade almond butter that I put in it.
Yeah.
So now I put it on the Vitamix, and this is going to be super
It's gonna be
loud.
loud, so just if you have a Vitamix at home, you might be prepared for that.
Oh, yeah. I like Kelly. She says, I'm the mean mom. Kids still have to do schoolwork.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
And then they go swimming, and then they go to Six Flags, with their season passes. I like you.
You know what, Kelly, and that's a good point too. One of there's a lot of hopefully you can hear me. But there's a lot of libraries that offer a reading program in the summer, and you can get things like in the past you've been able to get a ticket to the state fair and things like that.
That's nice.
So, and check with your school. Sometimes they have that as well. So, staying busy and kind of keeping a little bit of education going in the summer.
I like to read with my son. Like, we read The Giver together.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Oh, that is sweet. You know, just for some downtime in the afternoon. I love that we just continued to talk as parents through this whole thing. Because we're just used to a whole bunch of screaming. I asked Rob if his two older kids were kind of annoyed with the baby crying.
I'm used to that sound. That's sort of like when I get the long list of things I'm supposed to be doing. It kind of sounds like that blender.
Yep,
It just fades into the background.
Okay, so tell me what you think.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
I don't have the date fully blended. I stopped it because it was so loud.
Ooh.
Oh, it's pretty blended.
It's like,
That's stout.
it's like, just kidding. It's like spicy chocolate.
Whoa, it is. Wait a minute. That hits you at the end. What was the spice? You did not prepare us for that. Woo!
Is that cayenne
Oh my
or
God,
something?
I think it's good.
It is good.
Oh my gosh, it's like a hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, now this also has like a little black pepper in it. It has a little cardamom in it. It has cinnamon. It has turmeric.
Okay, so
So,
Tracy,
there's a
are
lot
you
going
going to
on
be
in here.
able to put these
It's good, though.
recipes on there?
I can put them online for you. So if
Okay.
you're interested, you don't have to use, of course, the people that I use. Sometimes you can find cheaper and alternatives on Amazon or maybe in your local co-op.
Yeah.
I love the co-op. You
Yep.
can always go to like Sunrise up in the Auburn area. But it has helped me. It just, you know, some days I'm just frazzled, and this is just like, you know, it just settles you down. It calls adaptogenic herbs because they adapt to where you are.
Oh,
So if you're really kind of frazzled, it brings you down. If you're a little listless or you're a little slow, it kind of brings you up. It adapts to where you are. And they're all natural alternatives. So
And what I like sitting next to you, I know that you buy them like monthly. It's like you build it. But if you're on a budget and you could only get one,
It took a
what would
long
it
time
be?
for me to get all these. I
Yeah.
had to go one at a time. And
Yeah.
my mom actually said,
double-fisted.
don't use too many different things at once because you want to know how your body's reacting to
there you
different
go.
things.
Yeah.
So if you want to try cordyceps, try it for a couple weeks and see. But they're all different types of mushrooms, and some things your body likes more or less than others.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you might want to do that.
All right. Well, as we finish up our drinks here, thank you so much for everybody for joining us. If you have a topic that you want to hear about or can send us an idea, we'd love to hear it. We love suggestions. So just hit us up. Any one of us are on Facebook, so you can certainly find us there. Or just go to the ABC10 Facebook page and hit us up. Send us a suggestion. 3 moms and a dad. You know who the dad is.
Thank you for joining us. Did you guys really
Happy summer.
Like
Mark it
I
down.
did.